I had to leave because someone didn't like what I'm saying. They reported me like in the first 2 minutes, and guy got a violation warning. So I had to leave and come back out because they didn't want to see the live get no steam because they know I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. So we gonna stay away from certain words. We're gonna keep it PG. But before you get offended and start reporting the live, come up on the live and defend your point. Because how does this prove anything? This doesn't prove anything. For one, we don't know the age of the girl he stitched. And if this is the question I'm asking, people who are saying this is proof, why did y'all allow the video to stay up for other people to see? Why didn't y'all report the video? If this is a young girl, her whole page is her posing in sexual positions. Why didn't you protect the young girl by reporting her page to TikTok? Why didn't you report her page? Because she is in tight clothes and ain't no young boys looking at this. Who you think is looking at this if this is an underage girl? Only grown men. Grown men are looking at this page. So if you think that she's a young girl, why didn't you report it? You can come up if you got enough people. Come up and defend your point. Come up and defend your point. Come up and defend your point, because I'm down. You even got enough people? I can't invite you up, so you go ahead. Oh, they took away my guest. Oh, I got guests. So if XO Kimberly, if you got so much to say, come through. Come through and let's discuss it. Let's have a civilized discussion. Let's have a civilized discussion. Because I'm asking a legit question. If y'all believe that she's under 18, why didn't y'all have that page took down? Why didn't y'all have that page? I'm not calling names. I'm not like, oh, it's you, people like you. Because I only seen the page because of her video. And I looked over the page trying to find out if she was 18 years old. I don't know how old she is. She could possibly be 18 or not. Because this is what y'all are using to say that he is that way. And you can't do that. Y'all up here, why don't y'all come to the live? Come ask to come in and let's discuss it. You can't use this as evidence and then say, oh, this is evidence that he's this way, but then you're going to leave the page up? That don't make no sense to me. That makes no sense to me. If I felt that a child was in danger, I'm going to have the page took down. If I felt that a child was in danger, and a lot of y'all who are making these videos saying you're teachers, you are a mandated reporter. I don't care what state you in. As a teacher, you are a mandated reporter. So if you feel that you feel that she is a minor, it is your duty as a teacher to report that page. And I haven't seen none of y'all do it. I haven't seen none of y'all do it. So y'all are trying to see the views are dropping. Someone must be reporting the views are dropping. It was up to 300, now it's dropping. It's coming back up. Y'all are trying to defame a man without any proof. You're trying to defame this man without any proof. And that's not fair. That's not fair. Making a video, oh, he made a video with a kid. That's proof. That ain't proof. That ain't even gonna, you ain't even gonna be allowed to get that into court. Go ahead, People's Champ. What you got?
Yo, what's going on, bro? I really want to say this. I'm listening and I want to listen, but we got all these people in here. Let's double tap the screen because we're getting our views lowered by that also. Let's double tap the screen and get the likes up also. Look, we were talking about this yesterday, Return. You know what I'm saying? And we basically already know what it is. I'm gonna let you keep doing your thing, but I'm with you on that. You hear me? I'm with you on that, bro. But I need them to double tap the screen. We need to get up to 5K.
Now stay up in here. XO Kimberly, you got a lot to say. You got enough viewers to come on. Come through, XO Kimberly. You in the comments sniping? Come through or just leave the live, XO Climbry. Why y'all? That's what I'm saying. Megady. Why they mad at what I'm saying? Why y'all mad at what I'm saying? Because I'm asking a legit question. Let's discuss it. Let's just have a legit question about it. No, we ain't talking about Drake. No one cares about Drake. But you're right, people. They don't want to sit out and discuss it. I mean, you can defame why can you defame a black man like this?
That's a new narrative and agenda, bro.
Y'all could go to the page that it came from and you can see her. Man, damn, this shit, they really must not want me on.
Bro, I came to show love, but I got to get back to this Mother's Day thing, bro.
All right, bro. Is
Happy
that your wife or your mama?
It's my wife and my mother.
All right, happy Mother's Day to both of them.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. Happy Mother's Day to those in the chat. Appreciate it.
All right, no problem. How was she innocent? How are y'all saying this girl was innocent when she is putting herself out there like that? She is the one. Okay, so wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Hold on. So we're not trying to protect young girls no more. And protecting young girls mean you even have to protect them from themselves. That's what older women are supposed to do. Older women are supposed to grab young girls and say, "Come here, baby. Come here, baby." Like I heard a older woman go up to a younger girl because she had on white pants and she had on some colorful panties. And she went up to her and she said, "Baby, you supposed to wear black panties with white pants." What? So women. I know it's Mother's Day, but what happened to the women in the community? What happened in the women in the community teaching the babies, teaching the young women how to be women, teaching the girls how to be women? What happened to that? So if this girl is putting herself out there like that, why aren't the older women in the community saying, "Hey, baby, you know you don't want to do that"? What happened to that? What happened to that? Come on, what happened to that? But y'all up here saying, what happened to protecting the children? Yolanda, come up, please. What happened to protecting the children? We don't protect the children no more? We don't protect the children no more? Do we protect the children? Are we in competition with the kids? Oh, the older women, they want to be like the younger women? So y'all want to do what they do? If no older woman decided, hey, wanted to say, "Hey, baby, you know, I'm gonna bring up a sister. She out here protecting the kids. If she could connect, I don't know if you're gonna connect."
Hi.
Hey,
Thanks for letting me in on the live.
oh yeah, we were supposed to been to connect, but
Yep.
it worked out perfectly because we up here talking about protecting the children, and
Oh my. Yeah.
you're fighting hard against the.
Yes. I had. Wait a minute. I don't know if you looked in your inbox. I sent you something about the woman that got involved with the children's services in
Yeah, I
Texas.
see it.
Okay, about the news, and I wanted to get that out. Everybody been talking about the guy and his hair, the student taking down his hair. I've been sharing this all the time about that news that happened with Candace there in Texas, getting
Mm-hmm.
involved with children's services when they told her she should not be involved, about our children that are getting kidnapped, sold, raped, and murdered by children's services.
You can't say the R word. You gotta say great.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I get all worked up. Sorry about that. Thanks
Yeah,
for correcting me then. Um, so
yeah, that's real though. Like everybody's talking about
talk
protecting
about
the
real
children.
stuff. Let's talk about our real issues and what's really going on.
Yeah.
Everybody was on the fuss about the hair, about the guy, the teacher had the students helping him take his hair now. So what about our children that that's happening with children's services. Nobody hasn't been standing up for our babies. That's what I was just talking about on my live, that nobody cares about our babies.
Nah, nah, that's real though. I mean, this is like a false outrage. Like, it's like y'all upset about this, but
Mhm.
over here you got especially blacks and minorities being threatened, getting their kids took away and took into hot hotels.
Mhm. And that's what she got. That's why Candace in Texas got involved when parents started contacting her. She didn't know much about children's services, but she did get involved. And look at the responses that she got
Right.
just by getting involved.
It's money. It's money.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
money involved.
Mhm. Mhm.
They had a video. I don't know if you've seen it,
Okay.
where a black lady was questioning why do white people adopt black children, and then this white man wanted to question why there
Mhm.
were so many black children in the system,
Mhm.
but he never addressed the question: is why are black kids took away at a higher rate?
Mhm.
Why is it hard for black people to adopt?
Mhm.
Those are things that have to be addressed. And like the
Yes.
first thing is, why are black children took away at a higher rate than white people?
Mhm.
Black children can be they being taken away from the smallest offenses.
Right. Uh, just my experience about children's services. It's just not enough of an outcry. They do a lot wrong. We just got to get more people involved to do an outcry.
Yeah, one other thing that has to be examined about children's services is most of these people that they hire as workers,
Or
they
not
really
licensed.
have no real experience to be the people to take away people's
Mhm.
kids.
Right. And then come to find out that a lot of them are not licensed because there's social worker licensing boards in all the states that anyone can call and verify a worker and that, but a lot of them don't know who they are because they're not in the systems because they don't have a license.
Now in Texas, you just need a bachelor's degree.
Okay.
You don't have to be
Wow.
a licensed social worker. I know in
Mm-hmm.
California you have to have a master's degree,
Mm-hmm.
but most of these they just go to school. They got lawyers. They just go in and they investigate, but they're not really trained in investigation.
Right. They got to have a license to go.
Right? They need a more thorough course in investigation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
Yes.
they send everything through a lawyer who would be like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna remove the kids and all this.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So, um, I did see the video about the guy here in Canton that happened to, which it happened right here in right here in the area where I live at. They've been packing downtown, keep packing downtown, but when something happens to our children in the system, guess how many of them gonna go to children's services about our children? None,
Who's
zero.
packing downtown? Who's packing downtown?
I'm talking about the protesters for Frank Tyson here that lives here in my community. They live here in Canton. I live in Canton, Ohio too, so it happened right here where I lived at about the Frank
Who's
Tyson.
Frank Tyson?
Oh, the guy that was handcuffed by the police here in Canton, Ohio. I didn't know if you seen that video about Frank Tyson.
No, I didn't see that one. I didn't hear about that one. What happened with that one?
I don't know what happened. He handcuffed him and he was trying to tell the officers that he can't breathe.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. The one who was drunk driving, wrecked his car,
yeah.
ran into the bar and was starting trouble, and then the
Hmm.
cops had to come get him.
Yeah, that happened, and they were a lot of the people contacted me and says, "Do you know that they're downtown packed out, protesting down there?" And I knew about it, but I said, "There," and everybody in my community keep asking me when something happens to our babies. Black Lives Matter, nobody won't go to children's services, jam packed with our children. They won't even get out there and protest. They won't do nothing when something happens to our babies in foster care.
No, that's because ain't no money involved in it.
I've already heard that in the community. There's no pastors here in the community. There's no activists won't go there. None of them won't do nothing.
No, ain't no money involved in it. It's
Yeah.
easier. Because you got to look at it. Black children are the number one children unalived in drive-bys and stray shootings.
Mhm.
Under 12 years old. These are babies. They ain't did nothing to no one. These are babies doing what babies do, sleep in their house, playing in the playground, walking to school, and gangbangers come by, pew-pewing, and
Mhm.
these are babies. But where's the outrage in the black community to say, hey, we need on the level of if a black man got unalived by the police? These are our babies. We want to stick up for our babies.
Right.
We're allowing people just to shoot down our babies. And when you shoot down our babies, you're shooting down our future.
Future. Yes, I am. And I had heard that everybody that I've talked to in my community, everybody told me the same story. I said, so even I have asked the same question that people have asked me. So I went around in my community and asked them, I said, so why don't nobody goes to children's services when something happens to our babies in foster care? Everybody told me it's not enough money. There's no money for them to run, jump up and go there or hold a sign up or jam pack it or
Well, in truth, our churches, when they come and remove a child from the black community, from a black family, black churches should step up and say, bring the child here.
right, but they don't. They won't.
Right.
A lot of the I don't know what's the difference, but a lot of the pastors here in the community said they cannot go to children's services, but they do go.
They do go where? XO Kimberly, you got a lot to say from not wanting to come on the mic. Come on the mic, XO. What's wrong? I don't want to argue with you. She has, ain't she? She been against everything. Yolanda, come back when you get all that together. You've been against everything, but she don't want to come on the mic. Why don't she want to come on the mic? Anyway, let's get back to topic. Get back to topic. Share the live. Get people up in here that want to come on the mic. Don't be no coward now. Don't be no coward. All I'm asking, if y'all are using that video to convict that man, I don't know why she here. That's what I said. If y'all are using the video that he stitched to convict that man, why do you have that video up still? Why does that page exist still? Why hasn't there been some type of organization to come of black women, of women and people who agree like this page convicts him? Why haven't y'all got that page took down? That's all I want to know. If just give me an answer why y'all haven't got the page took down. Because a lot of people are saying, I didn't want to convict him. I didn't want to believe that he was that way until I seen this video. They're pointing to this video. They're pointing to this video. So y'all are using this one video to say, to defame this man's character, to say that this man likes underage girls. That girl was not in high. Okay, you got enough? Hey man, I just want to have a conversation. Damn, I can't. Okay, we're gonna invite you up. We're gonna invite you up. You come up here and you can defend your point. I ain't gonna argue with no one. See, people are they don't want to come up here and talk. They just want to snipe in the comments. Shoot the sniper. Okay, hit that. Come up and tell me. Answer the question. I'm not gonna allow you to get away from the question. I tried to invite you. Are you banned from going live? Did you do something? You must have did something in someone else's live. They must have banned you. The question is this. If y'all are using the video that he stitched, yeah, that's what happens because you got enough followers. You have enough followers to go live. Yeah, you you have enough followers to go live. I don't know why they not letting you in. Okay, but here's the question. Here's the question. If y'all are using this video to convict him, to say, hey, I didn't think he was that way until I seen him stitch that video. Okay, this is what I want you to do. This is the question. Why are y'all allowing the video he stitched to stay on TikTok? Why aren't there people reporting the video to TikTok saying, hey, take this video down? That's all I'm asking. Because what y'all are doing with the video, y'all are using one video to convict this man of something that he might not even be guilty of. There's no other, y'all have no other proof. This is what y'all are using to convict him. A student, come on up. Shit, come up. I ain't gotta let you in. Come up. All right, there you go. There we go. I'll let you in.
Hello.
Go ahead.
All right, real quick. I'm a third grade teacher. I want to speak to this video that you're speaking of. It's not about what the court of public opinion thinks at this point, because this teacher is in fact under investigation by his school district.
Right.
That clear for everyone. So what we discuss in this chat has no impact, nor does it matter. But please keep in mind that this school district has been sent this video multiple times from multiple parties. They are viewing it in their own independent lens based on what their
No, I think you got the wrong video. You got the wrong video. We talking about the video he stitched of a girl.
That's what I'm referring to. That's what I'm referring to.
Okay.
That school district is currently looking at that video. So I'm just stating at the basics that our opinion doesn't matter.
Yes, it does, because we're in the court of we know that it doesn't have nothing on his real case, but it does matter. We're doing the court of opinion here. So in the court of opinion, it seems like you watched the video and do you agree that this video is damaging to his character, or do you believe that no?
Well, here's the insight as a teacher that's also a content creator. Even when I tell my students, do not follow me, you're not allowed to follow me. If I see you on my page, I will report and block you because I know you're underage. Even though I have that conversation with my students, they still do, in fact, follow me, which means anything that I have on my page is subject for them to view. So if I put that back on this creator, for 2 years, he's had this video up on his page. He's only deleted it recently since it started to attract attention after his most recent controversy. This means these middle school girls have had access to know what this man looks like topless for 2 years.
No, he wasn't topless in his video.
This middle school girls.
He wasn't topless in the video we're talking about. Do you know what video we're talking about?
Sir, in the video with his emo stitch on.
Yeah, he got a red shirt on.
He is in there shirtless. I'm talking about the one with him shirtless. Now, if you would like to move the goalpost.
No, okay, bro. Let me ask you something. Hold on, wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Okay, so what if he was to go to the gym and play basketball without his shirt on in the neighborhood and some of these girls was to see him?
That's one of the awkward things about being a teacher, and it's a reason why only.
No, y'all got teachers on a high pedestal. Y'all need to.
If you're gonna invite people in, let them talk. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, cause you. Okay, go ahead.
Let them talk. You said what you said on the topic. You said your piece. I listened to you because I was in your live.
Whoa, homeboy. Whoa, homeboy. Wait a minute, homeboy. Wait a minute, sir. Sir, I'm not your student. Okay. Now go ahead and talk.
You feel better?
Sir, are you gonna talk or not?
I was, and then you interrupted me.
Okay, are you going to talk or not? This is my show. If I interrupt you, I can do that. Are you going to talk or not?
Fair. What
it's like you have rules in the classroom. There's rules here, and like you in charge in the classroom, I'm in charge here. Go ahead. Go ahead and talk, sir. Sir. Once again, this is my classroom. I'm the teacher. Okay, go ahead and talk, though.
I don't know what you want me to say anymore because
I want you to answer the question. Go ahead and do your
chat. It's funny, right? And it's interesting because I am a chatterbox normally, so it's good
because now you're up against another man. This normally happens when you meet another man, you bow down. Go ahead and talk, though.
Why are we bowing, sir?
Go ahead and talk, sir.
Why are we bowing?
Sir, you are taking the position of Go ahead and talk, sir. Just talk. I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead and talk.
Even the people in the chat know you're not letting me talk.
Sir, just go ahead and talk. Say what you gotta say. Stop doing that. Just say what you need to say. Stop going back and forth and say what you need to say.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go with what Jayla G just said, and I'm gonna help you out. You need to get off live. I'm gonna holler at
Dude,
you later.
are you gonna talk or what? You
Holler.
keep acting like a woman and talk. God damn, just talk. He was the one who wouldn't talk. I kept telling him to talk. He kept going back to you doing this and you doing that. Just talk. That's all you gotta do. But if you keep revisiting the situation, it's gonna be an argument. Just talk. God damn. That's why, see, this is the problem with education. There's very few straight men in education. There's very few. Brother, go ahead and talk, brother. Now, if I interrupt you, that means I got a question. I ain't trying to offend you or anything. I got a question, sir. If I interrupt you, that means there's a point you made, and I want to go hit on that point, okay? We cool with that? Go ahead and talk, sir.
Yo, you a
What you
bitch.
got to say? I can't hear you, though.
You a bitch.
Okay, I will be. You're right, I
You a
am. Thank you,
bitch.
sir. You're right, I am. Thank you. Thank you. Now, is anybody gonna come up here and talk? And let's not go back and forth. If I interrupt you, it means I got a question. God dang. I'm not getting pressured. I'm not getting pressured. I'm not getting pressured. Man, but I expect you as a man, if I say go ahead and talk, just talk. Why you gotta keep going back? You doing this, you doing it. Okay, brother, you're right. Just talk. Just talk. That's it. Just talk. But nobody wants to talk. I'm not hyped. I'm not hyped. No, 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 no. When I didn't like his answer, let's deal with what he said. He's trying to act like teachers don't live in the community. You got all of these teachers out here trying to make it seem like they're so great. Oh, we're teaching. Y'all the worst people. Black doctors, black nurses, black teachers, black policemen. These are all the worst people. These are people who are only doing what the system allows them to do. So they want to make it seem like we're helping the community so much. You're not helping the community. Most teachers are teaching to pass a test. These children are just learning to regurgitate. These students are not learning to learn. They don't want you to teach in a class to learn. They won't. When you see Rockefeller, let me give you a history lesson. Rockefeller set up the way we learn. And when he set it up, he said he did not want thinkers. He wanted workers. He did not want independent thinkers. So when you become a teacher, your job is not to create independent thinkers. Your job is to create workers. So now teachers are basically, as a teacher, you are basically graded upon not how good you are with the students. You are graded upon how well they do on a test. Your whole teaching career is based upon your students passing a test. The only solution, like Elijah Muhammad said, sending your child to the public school is like sending your child to the killing fields. We need independent schools. We need independent schools for black children and our black children. So we don't need public and private schools. We need our own independent schools that would allow us to teach our own children. Now, who doesn't agree with that as a black person? Who doesn't agree with that as a black? Come back on here and let's talk about it. Why don't you start one? I don't have an education in teaching. See, and people get mad at me because I'm teaching you the truth. I am teaching you the truth. You, the oppressor, Ashada Shakur said, the oppressor would never educate you to be free. Go look that up. Ashada Shakur said that. Now, brother, go ahead and talk.
Hey man, you calm down yet? You good?
Sir. I'm gonna try to ignore that, and I'm gonna let you talk.
What man to man? Why are you getting in your
Sir,
feelings about my
sir,
statement?
sir, sir, sir.
Why are
Say
you
what you
getting
gotta
upset about what
say,
I'm
and don't
saying?
worry about
I
me.
thought you said you were a man and a
Sir,
man
say
talks.
what you
And
gotta
man to
say, and
man,
don't
you should
worry
be a
about. Sir, do
man.
you want to talk or what? I'm
But
only
when I
gonna
do,
give
you
you.
gonna cut me off.
Say what you gotta say, sir.
I don't know what your question is anymore. You keep yapping. You don't. You like all. You like over 50 different topics. What do you want us to focus on? I'm
Sir,
an
let's
expert.
focus on
I got
how.
I
Let's
got
focus
all that
on. Wait a minute,
college
hold on. Let's
education
focus
that you
on.
say you didn't have.
Wait,
Okay,
sir.
so I can be that
Sir,
flip side of the coin for you. All that college
sir.
education you say you didn't have, I got you. So like, let me provide my insight. What's your question? Give me something. Throw it at
Let's
me.
focus on how you're worthless as a teacher. Let's go.
There we go.
Let's
There
do
we
that.
go. Tell
Let's
me more.
focus on how worthless the educational system is for black people. Let's go. You go first.
Tell me more.
No, I want you to tell me how you feel that you are making a difference in being a teacher in an oppressive educational system.
Because I have control of the learning space that's in my classroom. So
Okay.
all the same things that you are complaining about, that you are clearly still impacted by in your
Mhm.
education, we now
Mhm.
have the power to go take it back. And I know it's like, oh, you the person in that cog in that broken system. But if no one's going
Me?
to go in and fix it, no, I'm speaking figuratively, like you're referring that I am in this system that doesn't cause any change for my community,
You
which
don't.
you don't know me, nor do you see what I do in my classroom because I'm one of the teachers that does not post their children on the internet because I recognize how unsafe it is, right? I don't
Mhm.
post my kids on the internet
Okay.
at all.
Okay. Okay, but let me ask you this,
So
sir.
you
Sir.
talk. So no, 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 no.
Sir,
Hold on.
sir, when
You
I
have a whole
interrupt, I got a
premise.
question. You
You
said
have
a
a
lot.
whole
Let
premise.
me
I
ask you a
need to calm
question.
you down. You
Sir,
have a whole
how
premise
can
that
you make a
I'm
difference?
terrible at my job, but you
Sir,
haven't
how
looked at
can
my
you make a
content. I got a
difference
whole
in a
page right here, my guy.
system
You
that
can
is
click the
not
button. You can
designed
go
for
over to Neuro
black
D
people?
Teacher. I'm the teacher with ADHD that chose to get in the game because I was like, students in the classroom need a teacher like me.
The fuck off of here, man. You won't even answer the question. Now, any other teacher other than him, come on here and answer the question. How are you educating people in a system that was not designed for black people? How can you I don't care how many times you put on your wall Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and this black person and that black person. The system was never designed to educate black people. So when you say, "Oh, I'm going to make a difference," how are you making a difference when they tell you what to teach? How can you make a difference when you go in with your curriculum? They look at it. No, 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 no. Here, teach this. So, how can you make a difference? See, I understand how people could be offended in what I'm saying, but if you look at what I'm saying, I am not blaming you. I am telling you the system that you have chosen to work in is not designed to do what you wanted to do. It's not designed to do what it wanted to do. How foolish do we have to be to think that the oppressor would educate us to get freedom? How foolish do you have to be to think that your oppressor for 400 years would now provide you with an education that would allow you to not be to not be oppressed? That doesn't make no sense. How foolish do we ask? And that's the reason why black people are in the condition we are in, because we still believe in the system. And the system has showed us time after time it does not believe in us. But we keep our hopes in the system. We're ready to go vote for the system. We black people, we're ready to vote. What have we received from voting? What have we received from voting? We're ready to go out here and get good jobs. We have did everything but one thing: pool our resources and build for ourselves. We have a $1 trillion spending power. We need to bring all our people back to our communities and work for each other. You don't teach credit in those schools. You don't teach loans in those schools. We don't teach nothing in them schools. We get the basic education. And then we want to put our education up against each other. I went to the finest college. You went to a state college. I went to Howard University. I went to Harvard. I went to Princeton. I went to Southern. You got the same damn education I got. The same damn degree you got. The same degree I got from that state school is the same damn education you got at Princeton, Harvard, Howard, Southern. But that's how ignorant we are as black people. We like to, I'm a Delta, I'm an Alpha. You still black, brother? Sister, you still black? You still oppressed? We running around here happy that our slave master has made us a master. Our slave master has gave us BS degrees. Here, while their children have figured out, I'm not going to college. I'm not going to college. Their children are not going to college no more. Their children are billionaires, millionaires. We're still over here trying to go to college. We still over here going to college. They coming out debt free, living, going to Dubai. We still telling our kids, go be a slave, go to college and get a good job. And look at our communities. When are we going to start telling our children, build your community up? Build our communities. When are we going to start training our children to build our communities? Huh? When are we going to do that? Are we going to just keep marching? Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. That's what y'all want for the next 50 years, to keep marching? If we don't do something for ourselves, I feel sorry for us. I feel sorry for us. I know you do, because you don't understand what I'm saying. Because, see y'all, I don't understand what he's saying. Go read Huey P. Newton. Go read Assata Shakur. Go read Message to the Black Man. Go read Fall of America. Go read some books and you will know what I'm saying. Then you say, oh, brother, I know what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Build your community. Build your community. Stop taking your talents and building everyone else's businesses, and take your talent and build our businesses. Why can't we build our business? Why can't we have our schools where we can teach Afrocentric, where we can teach young brothers and young sisters who they really are? Huh? Why do we want to go to there and I'm making a difference? Brother, you're teaching for a test. You're teaching to regurgitate. And if you don't pass that test, if your student don't pass that test, you don't keep your job. The principal, that's why they have a whole week for testing. Because the whole school's budget is based on the testing of that school. So that if that school doesn't pass those tests, now federal dollars are took away from that school. And if your school is so bad, now they're talking about closing your school down. It ain't about leading by example. What did Malcolm X build, Jolie? What did Malcolm X build? Malcolm X didn't build nothing. What did Tupac build? It ain't about leading by example. It's about sparking the next mind. I might not see the future, but someone listening to me is going to hear what I'm saying. And they're going to be like, oh, that's that brother was talking to me. That brother was talking to me. I have sparked more minds than any of you. Any of you. I could go anywhere in Oakland and I'm good. I'm good because I worked with the kids. And the kids seen how much I loved them. And I could they out there doing their thing, but if they see me, they be like, hey, brother, that's Burnley. Let him go. Let him go. I pull up at the light. Oh, let's get him. Oh, no. That's Burnley. Get back in the car. That's Burnley. Get back in the car. What's up, Burnley? What's up, Burnley? All right, brother. I love you, Burnley. I love you, Burnley. But as if you'll pull up at that light at Oakland, oh, we gonna get that one. But when I pull up at the light, oh, that's Burnley. Let him go. Let him go. When I walk down the street, we gonna have to rob that. That's Burnley. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. That's Burnley. That's Burnley. Let him go. Let him go. That's Burnley. That ain't an odd flex. That's a ghetto pass. Because these kids know that I worked for them. I went to bat for them. I tried my hardest to change their life. And someone will tell them, hey B, I really like how I love what you're doing for us, but this is the life I want to live, B. And all I can do is say, hey brother, you know there's a better life out there for you. I know, B, but this is what I want to do right now, B. All right, brother, go do you. Go you, brother. See, that's the type. See, y'all coming on here talking about lead by example, but how many of you can say that you can do what I can do? You can't do what I do. Some of you can. But don't get up here flexing because I'm a teacher. But let's get back to the subject. I went off the subject. Let's get back to the subject. It's funny how the most opposition I had was from black women. The most opposition I had is from black women. Black women have convicted this man off of video, and that's not fair. You have deemed this man to be something with no proof. Stitching a video doesn't mean that, yes, I am going to ignore you. I'm going to ignore you. Stitching a video does not mean that you are some type of monster. It doesn't mean that. No, I'm not Egyptian. Stitching a video, man. Come back up, Neuro, because you. Let's have a conversation, sir, and learn to. Let's have a respectful conversation. Learn to be quiet when it ain't your turn to speak. Don't try to dominate the conversation. I am black, sir. African. I am black. I was born here in America. I am a descendant of a slave, sir. I am the descendant of a slave. I'm talking about the teacher who was caught allowing the students to braid his hair. Now, y'all have convicted this man of being a monster. As some teachers said, oh, he's on social media without his shirt on. He's on social media without his shirt on. Is that a crime? Is that a crime to be a man on social media without your shirt on? That's not a crime. How is this a crime to be on social media without a shirt on? So if this is a crime, then teachers have to 24/7 have to be aware of their surroundings, because there could be a kid anywhere you go. You go out to, let me take care of you, brother. Let me take care of you, sir. I'm going to take, I normally don't do this, but I'm going to start doing it. I normally don't block people, but I'm going to start blocking people. Is it a crime to be in public as a teacher, as a male teacher, without your shirt on? So if this is a crime, now wait a minute, Sister Starry Eyes Blue. Hey, now if this is okay, see, now you gotta go. Yeah, y'all call me Matambo today. Now, is this a crime to be? If it's a crime as a teacher to be talking, you would have to watch the way you talk outside. So when do you as a teacher get to be yourself in your house? So if we're out having drinks and there's the movie theater right near the restaurant and we having drinks, and I see one of my students, do I have to put the alcohol down? Do I say, I got to put the alcohol down? There's one of my students. I can't see him with me drinking. Okay, we'll get to that. So now, if I'm out smoking a cigarette, you know, teachers smoke on the campus. Y'all do know that, right? Teachers will go to their car and smoke in the open, right in the teacher's parking lot. They would have a cigarette. The kids see them. as they're going home. see them smoking cigarettes. So how much of a teacher, how much of yourself do you lose as a teacher? No, I'm not. See, y'all not listening. See, if it's a crime, so now I have to be a certain way. I have to put up this perfect image. I can't have my shirt off. Okay, fine. But here's my question, because everyone says it's about protecting kids. If it's about protecting kids, why is the video of her still up? Come up and explain your point. Why is the video of her, if the little girl, still up? If it's about protecting kids, why didn't y'all go to TikTok and say, this little girl, no, not his video, her video. If it's about protecting kids, this is a little girl. Y'all keep saying it's a little girl. But if you go to her page, she is in inappropriate poses. Okay, Cam, why don't you leave? Cam, why don't you leave if I'm just yapping? Because you can't answer the question. This is a little girl in inappropriate poses. So why didn't you go to TikTok to have her page removed if it's about protecting kids? So if it's about protecting kids, right, why is she allowed to post like that? Why didn't someone go to TikTok? Thank you, K. Wayne, for finally understanding my point. If this is a little girl, why are y'all allowing this page to stay up if it's about protecting kids? Why hasn't anyone went to TikTok and said, hey, this is a little girl posing inappropriately? No one can answer? Everyone who says I'm see. Right. And they know it's a little, they know that girl ain't underage. They're just using this because she's not a little girl. No, B. Angie. Come up here and tell me how men are protecting men when they're wrong. I done invited a few of y'all who keep talking, running your mouths, but y'all don't want to hit in the box. No. I always get reported. Right. His Williams. Right. His will be done. Right. That's true. I have a video stitched of a white man named Joey, I forgot his name, Joey Swole. And he is talking about an African-American girl getting in the pool and twerking. And everyone who is defending her twerking in the pool is black women. Not white women. Not every other race is agreeing with what I'm saying, but black women are in the comments saying, oh, she can dance if she want to. She could do what she want to. But okay, so we are allowing our children to be sexualized right in front of our eyes. But at the same time, we are saying we need to protect children. We are saying we need to protect children. And the main people who should protect children is black women because these are the mothers. But yes, they're not protecting the damn children. But they're not protecting the damn children. Not every black woman. And you're right, I do apologize. Not every black woman, but the majority of black women. Because you are the mothers. The mother, it should be who protects the cubs? The mother bear. Who protects the pride? The mother lions. Who protects the ducklings? The mother duckling. The protection of the children is on the mother. So, and this is another thing, black sisters. When George Floyd had a knee on his neck and he yelled out for his mother, black women wrote, when George Floyd yelled out for his mother, that united all black women. I said, fine. So when these children, who protects the children who are yelling out for their mamas? Who protects them? If the cry of a child doesn't, If the cry of a 45-year-old man can unite all black mothers, then what can the cry of a child do? What can the cry of a child do? Who do you think these kids are crying for when bullets are ripping through the concrete into their flesh? Who do you think these kids are crying for when they swinging on the swing set and bullets are ripping through their flesh? Who do you think these kids are crying for as they drive down the street and bullets pierce the car into their flesh? They're crying for mama. They're crying for mama. So how can the cry of a 45-year-old man unite you, but the cry of a 1-year-old baby, a 2-year-old baby, a 3-year-old baby, a 4-year-old baby, a 5-year-old baby, a 6-year-old baby, a 12-year-old doesn't unite you? But a 45-year-old man crying for his mama has united black women to take to the streets. But when a 1-year-old baby has been unalived in his bed, that doesn't unite the protection of the mother. That doesn't cry out for black mothers to say enough is enough. We're not going to allow them to kill our kids anymore. Black mothers don't say, I'm tired of watching another mother cry because her kid has been shot down in the street. This doesn't unite the cries of black mothers. This doesn't unite black mothers to want to take a stand. Can I show you something? Can I show y'all something that people who say I'm off guard, can I show you something? Let me show y'all something. This is an 11-year-old boy, 11 years old, Douglas, Georgia. This is a little boy. He hasn't even lived yet. But yet he was in his house when they came by and they sprayed it with bullets. Why isn't this more of a topic than young girls taking down someone's hair? This man is never come. This boy is never going to get to grow up. This little boy is never going to get to grow up. This little boy was so full of life, but they came by and they started shooting and they took his life. But we want to talk about a man getting his hair took down. If the police would have took his life, we would have been up in arms. We would have been ready to burn down the city if the police would have took his life. But because his life was took by other black people who they haven't caught yet, y'all can get on here and you could catch the killers of Shamika Robinson. You can catch a white lady, any white lady who calls you the N-word, you can catch them. But why can't you catch this little boy's killers? Why can't someone in Douglasville, Georgia come forward and say, I know who killed this little boy? Huh? Why can't someone? Why aren't we in Douglas, Georgia protesting like we did when Ahmaud Arbery got killed? Why can't we? But sister, are we in Douglasville, Georgia protesting? We're not in Douglasville, Georgia protesting. Why can't we be in Douglas, Georgia? Why can't we protest like when Breonna Taylor was killed? Huh? Why can't we protest like when George Floyd was killed? Huh? 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 Where y'all at? Where's Black Lives Matter to go to the gangbangers and say, look, man, y'all got to stop killing our kids. You can't keep killing our kids. Why aren't y'all outraged like you are outraged because a teacher allows some girls to take the braids out of his hair? There should be more videos about him than a damn teacher who allows some little girls to take a braids out of her head. This year alone, 15 black kids, 12 and 0. Listen to me, please listen to me. 15 black kids under the age 12 and 0 have lost their lives to stray bullets and drive-bys. 1 is too many, but 15 is damn sure too many. But where are we at to say put the guns down? Where are we at to say put the guns down? If you was worried about those kids, you'll be worried about him. If you was worried about those kids, you'll be worried about him. This kid is never coming back. He is never gonna. It's Mother's Day. It is Mother's Day. While y'all being smart with me, trying to give me smart comments, how do you think it feels it's Mother's Day and your 11-year-old child ain't there? Your 11-year-old child ain't there. You're celebrating Mother's Day with something you spent 9 months carrying your child, and your child ain't there on Mother's Day. So while y'all being smart with me, saying I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm just yerping. What about his mother? What about his mother? How does she feel on this day? How does she feel today? Huh? What about all the mothers who have lost their kids today to ignorant street violence? Yeah, to ignorant street violence. But if the police would have took their kids away, you would have been there marching. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. But because black people took their kids away, it's normal for us to kill each other. It's normal to us that we kill each other because we don't think of each other as brothers and sisters. So we don't think we wake up in the morning. Let me calm down a little bit. We wake up in the morning, and I wish someone would. We walk out our door hoping to run into each other so we can perfect violence on each other. We don't even look at each other like brothers and sisters. We say Black Lives Matter with each other, but we barely even smile at each other when we walk down the street. We mean mug each other when we walk down the street. We don't speak to each other. We mean mug each other. Hey, what you speaking to me for? What's up, homie? What you want to do? How can we say Black Lives Matter and we treat each other how we treat each other? Come on now. Right? How can we say Black Lives Matter when we treat each other worse than we being treated by anyone else? Huh? How can we say that, brothers, sisters? We are our own worst enemy. Self-hate. Self-hate. It's self-hate. We hate ourselves. We hate ourselves so much. But we claim we love ourselves. If you loved yourself, you would love your brother. Didn't God say in your book, didn't Jesus say, treat your brother as you would treat yourself? Most of us are in trouble because we don't even treat ourselves right. Most of us are in trouble because we don't treat ourselves right. And we say we do, but look at what we do. This is what we're doing to our own bodies. We are the most obese in this country. So, and we up here doing this all day long. We're talking about, I love myself. I love myself. And we putting all of this poison in our bodies. But we love ourselves. Eating fried chicken, eating pig feet. We just putting everything in our body. And at the same time, we're claiming that we love ourselves. How do you love yourself if you won't even treat your body right? God damn. How can you love yourself if you won't treat your body right? So I'm looking at your outer appearance, and I know that you don't love yourself, so I know you ain't gonna love me. Because you can't love me because you don't even love yourself. Huh? So how can we say we love ourselves? Something wrong with us? Something wrong with us. Something wrong with it. And look at what we and look how we feed our minds. I know the views are dropping because we don't like nothing good. Look at how we feed our minds. Look at how we feed our minds. We don't talk of anything of righteousness. Everything we talk about, everything we get on here and talk about is of gossip. Gossip. We gossip and destroying ourselves. What
Hey, what's
says
going on, bro?
what's going on, bro?
Hey, everything you saying, bro, I agree with you. But I'm just gonna address something because I'm going back and forth with people in the comments.
Huh?
Uh, so about this teacher getting his hair braided, do I see
Okay.
an issue with it? No. I have a 19-year-old daughter. My
Okay.
daughter does hair. My daughter's done hair for teachers, for students, male and female. Ain't nothing ever happened to my daughter. Ain't nothing, nothing flake, funky, nothing sneaky, no suspicion or nothing has ever happened. I'm being told I'm not a good father and all this stuff because I don't agree with bashing this man. Y'all crazy. My daughter is a senior, number 4 in her class, 4.2 GPA, full ride scholarship to a big name college. We're very active over here when it comes to our kids. So don't sit here and try to bash me in the comments because I don't agree with the BS that you're saying. That's crazy.
Ooh, I'm
That
saying.
man, yeah, that man, not you, not you. I'm talking
Oh,
to D Barry in the comments.
oh, okay.
Uh, don't sit here and be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm a bad father because I'm not finna drag this man through the mud. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing wrong. Only thing I can say he did wrong was he put it on social media. But
Which
the
many
man,
teachers do.
yeah.
Which many teachers on social
But
media.
yeah, true, many teachers have. Uh this dude, this dude had permission from the parents. He had permission from the school. So if they're okay with it, why is anybody else bashing this dude? If the parents are okay with it, if the school was okay with it, why is anybody else having anything to say about it?
That's what I don't understand. And then the other point is they're trying to connect him. Maybe he had poor judgment to stitch a video of a girl who they claiming is underage. But if you go to her page, all her videos are like in erotic or these type of poses, and it's like if y'all should report her page to have her taken down if y'all believe she's underage. But she's and they
My
say,
point exactly. Why is nobody contacting her parents and let the parents know what she's posting on social media?
right.
Y'all quick to contact the school about this man, but y'all can track down people good. So track down this little girl parents and let them know instead of trying to drag everybody else. I'm not understanding it. My kids would never do nothing like that.
What they're doing is they're manufacturing evidence to support their beliefs. They have no real proof, and all you can really say is it's poor judgment on his part. Maybe he thought it's poor judgment, but that's not. But poor judgment doesn't mean that you should be deemed as you are a child, some type of you trying to take advantage of children. Bring concrete proof. You still there?
But yeah, I mean, I agree with everything you're saying, man. I just wanted to get on here because I got tired of typing. But I just wanted to get that point across. Like everybody bashing this man, and but nobody's bashing the female teachers that's doing it. Nobody's bashing the white teachers that's doing the same thing. So why is it an issue for this black teacher to do it? Can somebody answer that question?
No, they ain't gonna answer that question because they're not. They're not gonna answer that question. They're gonna keep moving the bar. It's inappropriate, unprofessional. You ain't supposed to have you ain't supposed to text your kids. I'm a teacher and I do this. Come on, there's plenty of teachers who text their kids. In fact, I think they have a number you can text your teacher, so like you can get help from your homework. So
Yeah, yeah, they have those. Didn't they have the little? They have the little apps where the whole class is in the app. So I'm not understanding. He's still talking to he's still texting the students, after hours. So what's the problem? Where's the line? That's what where's the line at? If what he did was inappropriate, where's the line?
No, they ain't not gonna get one. They not gonna get one. They gonna turn it around and make it seem like, oh, you're the bad person now. You must like little kids too. Like, and all you ask, if we was to take this case to a court of law, now he might lose his job. But if we was to take this case to the court of law, half of the evidence that they're bringing in will be thrown out.
Yeah, you got a point. Because where's the facts? Where's the proof that he did anything wrong?
Right.
Other, you know
You
what I'm saying? Apparently, it was a media release he had with the school. I don't, you know what I'm saying? From what I've been hearing from other lives and everything, the parents signed the media release, and then he also talked to the parents about the kids taking his hair down. The parents was okay with it. He talked to the school about it. The school was okay with it. That's why the school and the parents are backing him up now, while all this is going on. So again, if they don't have an issue with it, nobody else should.
no, they shouldn't. But they just gonna keep trying it in the court of opinion, and they're gonna keep projecting their trauma. Cause I'll be truthful. I seen a video today, and the girl said she knows. Now we're not allowed to cry as black men no more. Evidently, if we cry, we're if we cry as black men, evidently we're running game. And the girl and the black woman even said black men are like white women when they start crying. So when black men start crying, we're running game, according to this black woman. So as black men, don't cry because we're running game. And then on the other hand, they're going to tell us we're not emotional enough, but now we're not allowed to cry because we're running game if we cry. Then she was like, I was in a relationship with an older man, and so I know all the tricks. And it's like you're projecting yourself on him. Whatever you've been through, you're projecting it on him. That doesn't necessarily mean what you've been through is what he's doing.
Yeah, you got a point. And if any of these people had, situations in the past where they were touched, then go get the help you need. I guess if you need to go lay on somebody's couch and talk about it, go ahead. But don't project what happened to you on everybody else, because everybody out here is not that type of person. You know what I'm saying? So just because, you went through something don't mean everybody's out to do the same thing to the next person.
No, and if they really went, the other thing, if they really went on his page, how did they miss the point of the loving relationship he has with his sister? Yeah, I don't hear no one talking about that. No one's talking about the loving relationship he has with his sister. You see so many videos of him and his sister together. It's like why? It's like y'all just overlook. It's kind of like someone made a video one time, and they had and this black lady. It was a black woman who made the video, and she had all of these comments telling her how beautiful she was. It was like, "Good morning, Queen," and she went to the one comment that said, "You a bald headed B," and then she was outraged. So it's kind of like they're overlooking all of these loving, caring videos. Oh, that one right here proves my point.
I mean, I don't know. People, it seems like people gravitate to negativity, because you can, like you say, it could be 99 things somebody does right. That one wrong thing that person does, that's what everybody's going to clinch to. Like you said, it's all those videos of him with his sister, you know, positive videos. Nobody cares. But that one video he did 3 years ago, that's what everybody's. Oh,
Right.
look at this video. Yeah, he's that type of person. Right? Come on, man. Let's stop the foolishness. I mean, come on. Let's just be real.
It is. It's old
Everybody's
foolishness.
talking about everybody wants to bring the community together, but we're tearing down our own community inside. The other races are not doing it. We're doing it.
Right.
Stop that doggone bringing everybody down every time you feel something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? If you're an adult, you'll go talk to that person one on one. Hey, bro. Hey, sis. That don't look too good. You might not want to do that. Talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit here and bash them on social media, because for likes and views, that's crazy. That's not
Call his
helping nobody.
call his job and get him fired. With no, you really don't got no proof. All the thing is you're outraged because he did something you didn't like. That's it. He did something you didn't like, so you're outraged. Instead of inboxing him or leaving a message saying, "Hey, brother, this seems inappropriate. I would think about taking it down. I'm gonna call his boss." And this is the two things. This is the truth of the matter is, one, they're not mad because a teacher is with their student. because female teachers have did it and they have not had any outrage. Two, they are mad because he won't apologize. And I don't blame him. He didn't do nothing wrong. He doesn't have a reason to apologize. And if he was crying, he was crying for the fact that he is being took away from his students who he loves. That's the bottom line of this whole thing. Ain't nobody, everyone with that, well, we're protecting children. You're not protecting children because in your city right now, there's young girls being human trafficked on the block. When I was in juvenile hall, I met a 12-year-old girl who was human trafficked. She said she was human trafficked since she was 9 years old. She's 12 years old. She acts more like a woman than half of the women on here. If we really cared about children, we'll be on the so-called whole strolls, protecting those young girls. We would be protecting those young girls. We have selective outrage. We would be we would be
Mm-hmm.
we would be we wouldn't allow Pimp C to have be calling himself a pimp. We wouldn't allow Snoop Dogg to be walking around with Bishop Don Juan. If we really cared about young girls,
Mm-hmm.
we
Yeah.
wouldn't. Go ahead, sister.
Yeah. I mean, our children are getting taken by children's services. We have a lot going on with our children that nobody's doing anything about.
Right.
Yeah, a whole lot.
We got selective outrage. That's
Hmm.
what we got. It's on TikTok. And this is the other thing. If it had never made TikTok, no one would have cared.
Hmm.
It would still happened, but no one would have cared because it's so. And that's the thing with these kids getting murdered.
Hmm.
Because it ain't on TikTok, we don't care.
And
Because
we
we
are,
right.
and we're trying to build our community. We have to start with ourselves so that way we can get our communities built up. But we can't come together. And I'm seeing this every day. I'm seeing this. My cousin sits in the library Monday through Friday with people that just look just like us. And we can't get it together. They don't know anything. Or they're not doing what they're supposed to do. And his campaign is real bankers don't wear suits.
What is he running for?
Huh?
What is he running for?
Mm-mm. He's doing everything on his own.
He's not trying to be a politician or anything.
Oh no, no. He's trying to bring us together, trying to get us where we need to be at. I mean, he didn't put business contracts together, he didn't put music contracts together, and he's still trying to hold on to the men and women because these are our people. But just because he done it, they still can't come. Now they're getting ready to go back to his meetings on Monday, and they're gonna all walk through the doors. Can't tell him nothing. They didn't took down notes. They didn't took down recordings, and they ain't gonna be able to tell him nothing. He gonna ask a lot of questions, and ain't nobody gonna be able to say nothing. But I mean, what can I say? He don't want to. He don't want to let him go. He still wants to hold on to him.
Yeah,
But those is gonna keep on being his downfall because they're not gonna never do nothing.
I know. I mean, it's hard.
Mhm.
People really love black people.
Mhm. Yep. But he has a housing program going. He has jobs and that. And I want to say this, just what you was talking about when you was talking about how putting business and restaurants and everything like that. So what he was doing is that he got businesses going, he's got organizations going, and he wanted to get everybody that looks like us in all the states to start being able to network together. That means we got black farming, you know, black construction workers. But it's so hard for us to do it's so hard to get our people to do what they need to do so that way we can do what we got to do. Is the plan is already, he already have a plan, but
It's,
how are we?
Black people only gonna
Mhm.
when it comes to begging, we'll do
Mhm.
that. But when it comes to like
Mhm.
what we need to do for if we or what it's like kind of like we ain't gonna get involved when we have to put some actual muscle into it.
Mhm.
You know, there's always some reason why we can't do it. Someone the white man won't let us.
All
It's,
right.
it's always something like it's like come on now.
Okay. But when everything's done, I ain't gonna tell everybody else about it. I'm gonna let you know so that way you can come down to the real bankers don't wear suit his real bankers don't wear suit campaign and all that. So everything's supposed to be completely done on Tuesday. So he's everybody that's just going to his meetings and that they have their contracts and he's just gonna walk away from them. He's just gonna walk away from them once everything's done and over with. But then he's gonna start trying to go into the other states and see what he can do to try to get people involved because he already have everything's completely private. I mean, he's separating public from private. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the best way to do it because
That way he ain't got to deal with the government. He don't got to talk to no outsiders about anything because this is what he wanted everybody to have. He wanted us to have our power back. Once he gets us completely private, that means that we supposed to talk and work and network with each other. We ain't supposed to cross the line dealing with the public.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Just keep me informed. I'll be love. I want to hear that.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna let you know when everything's done because he ain't gonna find too many of our people that really want to go through this and get a business through this. You know, now he's got to move contracts around because the people that went to the meeting don't even know business. Now he's got to find business minded people so that way he can turn those contracts over.
Yeah,
Oh, we always gonna get set back every time, no matter how good of a plan he has. We always gonna be set back because look at what our people does to us all the time.
yeah. That's okay. Keep me involved, and we'll hook up.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
uh,
What was you talking about? What else was you talking about?
oh, nothing.
Oh, about the school teacher. Okay, I didn't get in on that. You was talking about.
That's the last time I'm talking about it. You know, people.
Mhm.
I think it's unfair that like people have you know, that's the last thing. You know, I think it's unfair that we were convicting one of our own with no real evidence.
Mhm.
You
Okay.
know, just
So,
don't.
well, I'm gonna find that video. Somebody just sent me a video where they went through and found a whole bunch of teachers in that, and then they said on the video that all those teachers need to be fired. So, I just seen the videos of them last night, but once I find them again, I'm gonna make sure I get those to you so that way you can bring those up and see what everybody's gonna say about that.
Yeah, I'm through talking about because they gonna do. People gonna do what they want to do. You know, the real out. You know, like the real outrage is like one lady in her video. She really admitted it. Oh, she had trauma
Okay.
and she had trauma. She for some reason she dated an older man, and she basically she's projecting her trauma onto black men. Like black men can't cry because if black men cry, they run in gang.
Mhm.
Like she compared black men to 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 white women. She compared black men crying to compared to white women. So a lot of this, there's a lot of stuff mixed into this. It's like a
Mhm.
self hatred of black men, trauma that people have been through. Um, he made a mistake. I mean, he
Okay.
probably shouldn't have filmed it, but I was happy that he did film it because I would have been more suspicious if he didn't film it. Then we see
Yeah.
right, so it's kind of like People gonna believe what they want to believe.
He was talking good about his students, and I think he said that I don't know how many of them was supposed to be wanting to be cosmetologists, going to school to do hair and that. I think I seen it in the video. This was listening to his video when they go to cosmetology, do hair.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, I think my personal opinion, he probably shouldn't have did it, but he didn't do nothing wrong that deserves him to be suspended.
Right. Yeah.
Deserves him to be called a like he hurt children. He didn't do nothing like that. You
Okay, and then what about the everybody was asking me about how did I now I'm gonna address this one, okay? Now I know how I am personally, okay? What about the one that took her children? Everybody sent me that video. How do I feel about the mother that turned? Did you hear about the mother that gave her children to children CPS or something like that? Did
Oh
you hear?
yeah.
Okay, now
She said something about her mental health.
yes. Okay. Now everybody asks me how would I had dealt with it. Me being a child. Okay, I'm going to say this. I was in the foster care system as a child. I aged out of the system at the age of 18. So everybody's been wanting to know how am I going to deal with it? How would I had dealt with that? I would have had said that I would have just took all of her children because I've done it for my friends. I had a good friend of mine. Me and her, we went to school together and we happened to cross paths with each other. And she said, Yolanda, she said, do you remember me? And when we started talking, me and her, we went to RG Drag together, which is a vocational school. When something was going on, she had 4 babies. And I know I was in the foster care system. I took all 4 of her children in, never went to court for them, just took them in because me and her been knowing each other. And then when her and her husband got a place, guess what I done? We ain't got to go to court. Here go your babies back. And I would have done that for her. I would have just took them in because I think that she needs some time to herself. Yes, she loves her babies. Don't get me wrong. I would never say she don't love her babies, but I just think that she needed time to herself. Somebody just to take all her children in and make sure that those babies are taken care of. That way she can do what she needs to do for herself. And I'm quite sure that she would come in my mind of thinking that she would come back around for her
Well, I
baby.
mean, you also gotta look at the
Mm-hmm.
um. You, it, it
Okay.
might be kind of controversial, but it's kind of
Okay.
like people gotta take responsibility. Like men
Mm-hmm.
and women. If y'all not ready for kids, use
Mm-hmm.
protection or don't lay down together
Yeah.
because it's not fair to the kids.
Mm-hmm.
You brung them in, and then like it's not fair to kids. You brung them in, and then I need a mental health break.
Okay.
You should have thought about that before you laid down. There's no one obligated to help you with
Help
those
you with this
kids.
kid.
Like
Right.
your mama, your grandmama, ain't no one obligated. And so we gotta
Mm-hmm.
have some like that's what I thought. It's like you gave your kids away, and
Mm-hmm.
now you're making a social media video. First of all, that should have been a more outrage than what the teacher did.
Mm-hmm.
There should have been more videos about that than what the teacher did. More of an outrage. How you
Because
gonna give your damn
a lot
kids
of the
away?
CPS workers are not licensed.
No, not that. Not only that, but how you gonna give your damn kids away and then make a social media video about it? That seems like you're crying for attention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, like that's like the lady who killed her kid and then went to Facebook, and now she went to court and she was crying like she was so. It's like those. How you gonna do something like that and then come to social media? Like it's like we live in a society that just wants attention.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it was really a mental health day, why are you coming to social media with it?
Yep. Yeah.
It's just kind of like you just didn't want to. I mean, I understand you didn't want whatever the reason is. You could have found a family member or took.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just we gotta just let these kids. It's like we have all these videos about going to prison on TikTok.
Yeah.
Glorifying prison and
Mm-hmm. But you know what I'm thinking of is not What I mean, I like you was talking about how you were in your community. I'm in my community a lot. There is not enough support here in the community. Even if they had support, now they have a lot of programs in prisons for the inmates and stuff like that, but there's no support here in our community for parents.
And there's no support for nobody unless, like, the kid came to the probation officer and he was like, I want to get a job. And he was like, you on probation? He's like, nah, I'm not on probation. He's like, oh man, I'm sorry, but these jobs are only for people on probation.
Oh,
What programs are in place for people who are, like, what programs do we have? We only have shit in place for people who are in trouble. What about the people who don't get in trouble? What about, like you said, what about
right,
the program before it got to that point where she felt like, if she really felt like it? But what about a program about for parents that, oh, you can come to this program uh, uh, to
but
get help with parenting, that you don't get to the point where you feel like giving away your kids?
yes, right, yeah. That's the only thing they have here in the community is only for ones that have their children already in the system. Those are only programs like that. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, and
So,
that's what I'm saying. It's like we are reactive instead of being proactive,
yeah,
and that's our problem. We want to react to everything when prevention beats cure. Once you get a disease, it's the cure is, prevention beats cure. So if I have health programs set in place for young fathers, young mothers, couples who are trying to, before young couples, to try to help them through the struggle, help you with
yeah.
your kids, have things set up, like, because times are tough. If we just pull together, everyone can make it through. Because these parents can't. They probably impoverished. Having kids young, you're gonna be impoverished. It's gonna be, there's very few programs to help you. I mean, we got to be our own government. That's what people got to understand. We got to be our own government for our own people.
Right. It's already happening. Yep.
This government is not set up like they give you welfare, but they give it to you to make you
Mhm.
weak. It's
Right.
not designed to help you. It's not
That's
a helping hand.
that's why I told you I'm gonna let you know everything that's going on, and that's exactly what is happening here. It's already happening. It's just some my cousin. He already got us going forward in the right direction. We just need our people to come together, and we can't. The more we try, somehow somebody keep on making us get set back. And they want to go out and go tell everybody that don't look like us. It ain't got nothing to do with them. They always want to run their mouth. And my cousin keep telling them, stop running y'all mouth. Why y'all doing this? What's wrong? Why y'all got to go report to the master about everything?
But that's nothing new.
Every day.
That was happening in the slave when
They can't go into a meeting and tell now tomorrow they gotta go back to his meeting and they ain't gonna walk through the door and can't tell him nothing. But y'all keep running, keep on gossiping about nothing. Why you keep going to tell him everything?
right, like they're afraid to be free.
Yep.
That's what happened in slavery. Black
Yep.
rebellions were being planned, and someone would run to the master and tell him
Every time.
they're scared to be free.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they are. He already got that's what he told him. He don't charge him nothing. He asked him, he said, y'all they already driving on their IDs. They already got their private plates on their car. So he's already got us away from the government. But they won't be quiet. They won't shut up. He been telling them every time, just shut up, stop talking. Why can't our people look like us close their mouth?
Because they're scared to be free. They don't want, some reason they don't want to be free. They want to
Right.
be out with the master.
And then yeah, a lot of people should know that they don't have to have a driver's license. He's already got everybody here driving on their IDs. He's already got their private plates.
Yeah.
He's getting us all away from we are completely all the way from the public. But for some weird reason, everybody still goes out there running their mouth to the wrong people.
Yeah.
I don't know when do you think that we ever gonna be able to get ourselves together and start coming together in unity and moving forward and being strong and get our power and keep our power to ourselves and do what we need to do? Do you think that that's ever gonna happen?
Make example out of people.
Oh my
That's what it's
goodness.
gonna come down to. We're gonna try to make an example out of people.
Yes, he has studied law. I mean, this is how he got us moving forward is because he studied law. He studied law. And I mean, I'm not talking about just a little bit of law. He studied law. He even knows that I I even found out that I don't even got to go get dog. I got 4 dogs. He told me, he said, because you don't even go get your dog license no more. I said, what am I supposed to do with them? All 4 of my dogs has to be privatized. That's how much law he knows, even down to what I'm supposed to do with my dogs to keep me from going downtown to go get public dog tags for them. I don't even got to go downtown to go get dog tags for my dogs no more because they got to be privatized. That's how much law he studied.
Yep.
But he's getting us going in the right direction if everybody just keep it to, if everybody just stay on task and just keep it together. But for some weird reason, somebody's got to go tell the master everything else. Keep going out and talking. Oh man, I don't know what we gonna do.
Yeah, well, that's what it's gonna come down to. People don't believe it, but it's gonna have to be a civil war.
Yep.
I mean, everybody can't go. That's the main problem.
Yes, I hear it all the time.
Everybody can't go.
Yep. But we tried to do this because we wanted to stop the negative because everybody kept saying, oh, they don't get along. That's all they do is talk. That's all they do is arguing. He wanted to try to stop that. But for some weird reason, even when he tried to stop it, it's still always the same old results. We ain't got no different results.
No, you can't. That's the
Okay.
people believe and people understand. Just because all skin folk and kin folk, and we can't save everybody. That's been the problem throughout history. We try to save everybody, and
Mhm.
I know we got big hearts, and we want to see everybody go, but
Yeah.
we just got to come to the realization everybody can't go.
Right, go. Right. And this is what me and him was. This is what me and him was talking about. I said I feel bad for everybody because I want to see people. I want to see people look like me at the top. I really do.
But people like look like us don't want to go to the top.
Yeah, you're right.
They
And
happy.
it's
They happy where they are. They happy.
yes, you're right. Yeah. Uh,
All right, but keep me in the loop. I gotta go right now. Keep me in the
yeah.
loop.
All right. Then I will. Thank you.
All right.